from the book of Judges, a book in the Bible. After him, Judges chapter 3 verse 31. After him was Shamgar, the son of Anat, who killed 600 men of the Philistines. One man, he killed 600 of the Palestinians, one man, with an ox goad, and he also delivered Israel. Now this goad, I don't know how many of you know what is a goad. You see, the first time I read about this as a young man, I read it in the book of Acts, A-C-T-S, Acts, chapter 9, verses 4 and 5, where it says that Paul, while he was on his way to Damascus, he saw a vision of Jesus. Jesus appears to him and he says, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? Why are you harassing me? What are you persecuting me for? Why kickest thyself against the pricks? And I was shocked. So what kind of a book is this? Using such filthy, dirty language. So I went out on my search as a youngster asking the priest, what is this? And the priests were helpless. They were helpless. They can't explain to me what is Jesus talking about, kicking against the... I won't repeat it. Now, in the Bible that Brother Shorosh, he presented to me at the Royal Albert Hall, this beautiful Bible here, this is the 5th major revision. This Bible is the 5th major revision. Brother Shorosh nods his head, it's true. 5th major revision. I didn't know. You see, I thought the King James Version, or in England they call it the Authorized Version, was the one of 1611. That it has been already through 5 major revisions, and they still call it King James. That's an anomaly. You see, in the time of King James, 1611, this Bible was brought together. Then they found there's something not altogether right, so they made a major change. Major. You understand English? Major, minor. Minor is small, major is big. It's not fiddly little things. Major. You see, this is like your great-great-great-grandfather. He made his last will and testament. And your great-great-grandfather, he made a major change in that will. And your great-grandfather made another major change in that will. And your grandfather made another major change in that will. And your father made another major change in that will. And you made another major change in that will. And you're still insisting that this is the original last will and testament of your great-great-great-grandfather. Amazing use of language. Imagine the language that they're using. 5 major changes, revisions, and they still say it is the King James Version. So in this major revision, they changed the word, that offensive word, to goad. Goad. Go and ask the Americans, what is a goad? When you go out, when you meet the Englishman, ask him, what is a goad? And believe me, he won't be able to explain to you, what is a goad? So, yes, I show you this. Sit down, sir. Thank you very much, my dear brothers and sisters. You see, to make it easy for my brothers and sisters who never heard the original word, they never heard the word goad, that this guy Shamgar, he used an ox goad. So I brought it for you. You see, another word for this is a cattle prodder. They brought cattle to move. ox, goat, cattle prodder, spiked stick. There's a little nail here, spiked stick for prodding. You know, with this stick, this Jewish lad, Shamgar, he killed 600 Palestinians with this. You know, you can't destroy 600 snowmen with this. You know that? This thing will break 600. It's a miracle, yes. This is the miracle. It's a miracle. We must accept that, you see, this is programming people. If one Jewish boy can kill 600 Palestinians, what were the Palestinians doing? Look, I said the fools, they couldn't run. They couldn't run for their life. What were they waiting? Where? And where did the fellow strike them with this to kill 600? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have